Why do some leaders and organizations inspire action while others struggle to gain loyalty? That is the central question Simon Sinek explores in his influential book, Start With Why. First published in 2009, the book presents a simple but powerful idea. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. Great leaders and companies succeed because they begin with purpose, their why, before focusing on the how or the what. Sinek illustrates this through his famous Golden Circle framework, which has 3 layers. The outer layer is what the products or services a company offers. The middle layer is how the processes or values that guide them. And the core is why, the purpose, cause, or belief that inspires them. Most organizations start from the outside in, focusing on what they do. But truly inspiring leaders and organizations work from the inside out, beginning with why. The first lesson is the power of purpose. Sinek shows that purpose is the foundation of trust, loyalty, and inspiration. Companies that know their why attract customers who share their beliefs. Leaders who know their why inspire followers who are motivated by meaning, not just by incentives. The why connects on an emotional level, far deeper than rational arguments about price or features. The second lesson is that clarity of why drives consistency. Many organizations can explain what they do, some can explain how they do it, but few can clearly articulate why they exist. Without clarity of purpose, decisions become inconsistent and people lose faith. With clarity of why, everything products, marketing, culture aligns naturally. The third lesson is the difference between manipulation and inspiration. Sinek points out that many businesses rely on manipulations to drive sales discounts, fear, novelty, or pressure. These tactics work in the short term, but fail to build loyalty. Inspiration, by contrast, creates lasting trust and commitment. People follow leaders not because they are forced, but because they believe in the cause. The fourth lesson is the biology of decision-making. Sinek explains that the why connects to the limbic brain, which governs feelings, trust, and decision-making. The what and how connect to the rational brain, which handles logic and language. People may rationalize decisions with facts, but they make them based on feelings on whether something resonates with their beliefs. This explains why purpose-driven companies feel more compelling. The fifth lesson is the role of leadership. Great leaders inspire by communicating their why with clarity and consistency. They embody the cause, showing authenticity that followers trust. Leadership is not about authority or power, but about inspiring others to share in a common purpose. Leaders who start with why attract those who are naturally drawn to the cause, creating stronger and more resilient movements. The sixth lesson is the importance of trust. Trust is not built by manipulating outcomes, but by consistency of purpose. When organizations consistently act in line with their why, customers and employees develop loyalty. This trust allows companies to survive setbacks and challenges. Without trust, even success is fragile. The seventh lesson is that innovation requires purpose. Many companies succeed initially with a great product, but fail later because they lose sight of their why. They focus on what they do and forget why they started. Sinek uses Apple as an example. Their why is to challenge the status quo and empower individuals. This purpose drives innovation across different industries, not just computers. Their what changes, but their why remains constant. The eighth lesson is the law of diffusion of innovation. Sinek explains that for new ideas to spread, they must first capture innovators and early adopters who believe in the why. Only then do the majority follow. This means that inspiring leaders don't try to win everyone. They focus on those who believe in their cause. Loyalty grows from belief, not from convincing skeptics. The ninth lesson is the danger of losing sight of why. Sinek warns that many companies start with a clear purpose, but drift into focusing only on products or profits. This split leads to decline in trust and inspiration. To stay strong, organizations must constantly return to their why, ensuring it drives decisions at every level. The 10th lesson is that starting with why transforms individuals too. Sinek applies the principle beyond business. Each of us can discover our own why, the purpose that drives us. When we act from our why, we inspire others and live with more meaning. Success becomes not just about what we achieve, but about why we do it. So how do we apply? Start with why today. First, clarify your own why. Ask yourself, what is the purpose or cause that drives me? Second, align your actions with your why. Let it guide your career, relationships, and decisions. Third, if you're a leader, communicate your why clearly and consistently. Inspire people with purpose, not manipulation. Fourth, in organizations, ensure that culture, strategy, and products reflect the why. Fifth, build trust through consistency. Sixth, focus on those who share your beliefs, not on trying to convert everyone. Seventh, never lose sight of your why. Success is sustainable only if the purpose remains at the center. Modern relevance is undeniable. In a world of constant advertising, manipulation, and short-term incentives, people crave authenticity. Consumers want brands that stand for something. Employees want to work for companies with purpose, not just profit. Leaders who inspire with why stand out in the noise. On a personal level, knowing your why gives resilience in uncertainty and fulfillment in achievement. Without purpose, success feels empty. Think about careers. Many people chase high-paying jobs or prestigious titles, but without a sense of purpose, they burn out or feel dissatisfied. Starting with why means asking, why do I want this career? What deeper cause does it serve? When people align their work with their why, whether it's teaching, creating, leading, or serving, they find energy and meaning that money alone cannot provide. Relationships also benefit from starting with why. In friendships or partnerships, focusing only on what you do together misses the deeper bond. Shared purpose, shared values, beliefs, or visions for life creates lasting connection. Starting with why in relationships means being clear about what drives you so that others can connect at a deeper level. Even in personal goals, starting with why makes the difference between giving up and persevering. For example, if someone wants to get healthier, focusing only on the what, going to the gym, or the how, following a diet may not be enough. But if their why is clear, living longer to see their children grow, having energy to pursue passions, then the goal becomes meaningful and sustainable. Sinek's framework applies not just to leaders of companies, but to anyone seeking to inspire others and live authentically. A student choosing a field of study, an entrepreneur starting a business, an artist sharing their work, all will find more fulfillment and impact if they start with why. In workplaces, leaders who start with why build cultures of motivation and trust, where employees feel they are part of something larger than themselves. In communities, starting with why creates movements that attract passionate followers, not just passive participants. Perhaps the most powerful part of Start with Why is its simplicity. The golden circle is easy to understand but profound in impact. It challenges us to stop obsessing over what and how, and to begin with why. The book's success shows that this resonates deeply because we all long for meaning in work, leadership, and life. The big takeaway from Start With, Why Is This? People don't buy what you do. They buy why you do it. Start with why, and you can inspire others, build loyalty, and live with purpose. Lose sight of why, and even the best what will eventually fail. That was Start With Why by Simon Sinek, broken down into its most powerful lessons in under 10 minutes. Which lesson resonates most with you, the golden circle, the role of trust, or the call to find your personal why? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this summary, make sure to like this video, subscribe to 10-Minute Books, and ring the bell so you never miss our weekly breakdowns of life-changing books. Thanks for watching, and remember, clarity of purpose inspires action.